You can't rely on motivation. It's not going to work for you. Some people like the fact that you're bigger than them. It fuels their own insecurities of wanting to be the thin, better looking friend. Or people have this mindset that as soon as they lose weight, their life is going to get better. They're going to be more happier. Everything's going to be perfect. And that's not the case. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Melissa. I hope you're doing very, very well. As you would have saw from the title, today I'm going to be talking about what no one tells you about losing weight when you're obese. Number one is your body is going to fight back. When you're obese, as we will all probably know, especially if you're watching this and you are obese, when you start exercising and moving a lot more, our bodies rub. They rub together, there's a lot of friction, and nobody's going to tell you that you're going to suffer a lot of blistering, a lot of rubbing, a lot of chafing, the lot. It can be very, very uncomfortable, and especially when you're trying to be consistent with working out and you have this kind of pain, it really does hinder you. I'm not going to lie, it happened to me. What helped me is I firstly invested in some chafing shorts. That's what I work out in. If you go to some of my shorts on this video or my Instagram page, you'll see that I wear them. They really help with preventing a lot of friction and rubbing when I'm doing my exercises, especially as I'm doing such an intense exercise as Insanity. Also, just be mindful, and if you need to, use some baby powder, or if you're American, talcum powder into the creases. That helps a lot too, especially with the sweat. One of the main things that your body is going to fire you on is fatigue. When you first start exercising, you need to realize that your body is literally trying to adjust, especially when you go from a lifestyle of doing nothing to now finally exercising. I remember so many mornings, the beginning of my weight loss journey, waking up and just feeling so tired. Honestly, like debilitating tiredness, staying in bed all day, not wanting to do anything, can't get up, can't even get up to exercise or eat. So just be mindful of that. The thing that helped this the most was taking new supplements. I take a vitamin B12, magnesium, and also vitamin D. Vitamin D, especially if you're from the UK where we never see the sun, is so important, especially during the winter months. Number two is the mental aspect. Nobody's going to tell you that weight loss is actually more mental than it is physical. Your mind is always going to want to stay comfortable and stick to a routine that you know. So if you go from doing absolutely nothing to wanting to change this routine, especially if you suffer from anxiety like I do, you know that your mind does not like change. It likes to stay as comfortable as possible. And weight loss isn't that, especially when you're obese. The whole point of weight loss is stepping out of your comfort zone and doing what needs to be done to get you to the body that you want. Second point would be not to rely on motivation to get you to do the work. Honestly, the first week you're going to be so motivated. You're going to get to the gym or do the workout that you've chosen at home. You're going to be so consistent with your diet. It's going to be great. But that ends. It really does. And trust me, from somebody who's experienced it, the first week or two, I was so motivated. I was so ready. I was wearing all these cute outfits, workout. By week 3, I was... And it was only discipline that got me to continue with the weight loss. There are going to be so many days where you just can't be bothered. Days where you just want to sit in bed, because especially when you're obese and you've been working out for some time and your body starts to ache and you feel the fatigue, you're not going to want to do it. And when you just rely on being motivated, that's not going to help you. You have to instill discipline and teaching yourself that sometimes you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do in order to see the success that you want. If you're not good mentally up here, you're not going to show it physically. So really prioritize your mental health and your mindset first before even embarking on a weight loss journey. Number 3 is progress can be slow. You're going to experience so many plateaus during your journey, especially when you're obese, as we've got a longer way to go than most ordinary people. Going to be a lot of times where you step on that scale and you're not going to see the number budge, and it is going to be disheartening. It's not seeing a change for a good couple of weeks. Even though I'm pushing myself and doing all the right things, sometimes you just get stuck, and you have to be ready for that and know that this is completely normal. Instead, just focus on non-scale victories, like whether your clothes are starting to feel a bit looser, how you feel physically. Are you walking better? Are you less out of breath when you speak or you walk? The thing I started to notice was I was able to do my exercises a lot quicker and push myself a lot more. It became easier. I felt lighter. Remember, it didn't take you weeks or months to get to the size that you are, so don't expect it to do the same when you're trying to lose it. Just be patient, stay consistent, and you will see the results that you want to. Number 4, and probably one of the most important that I'm going to mention, is the external sabotage. You're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice and judgment from other people. You're going to have so many people, especially people who are smaller than you, telling you what to do, what you shouldn't be doing. Maybe try this, maybe try that. Oh, you're only walking? Why don't you try a more intense exercise? That will help you lose weight. Don't listen to anybody. Do what you believe is going to help you stay consistent. If that means only walking for 20 minutes a day, do that. A lot of the issue is a lot of people starting out feel like they need to do these intense workouts, do HIIT, or sometimes they go to the gym with their friends and their friends are at a completely different level than they are. Even for me, I remember once I was trying to keep up with my boyfriend, trying to lift the same amount of weights that he could, and the next day I was completely finished, to the point that the rest of the week I did not work out, which was so ineffective because it meant that I did one workout that week. Instead of me just doing 30 minutes on a treadmill for even 5 days, which would have been a better improvement than doing this hard, intense workout, it completely ruined my progress. So please don't push yourself. Do what's best for you and don't listen to other people, unless they are a professional, whether it's a personal trainer or a doctor. Second factor is people in your life aren't always going to be supportive. Some people like the fact that you're bigger than them. It fuels their own insecurities of wanting to be the thin, better looking friend or sister or colleague or whatever it is. And you have to kind of be mindful of that. People will try and sabotage you any chance they get. And this moves on to my next point, which is setting boundaries with friends and family who may be unintentionally sabotaging your progress. Be things like your family members bringing food and chocolates in the house when they know you're on a weight loss journey, or maybe your friends not being as accommodating to certain restaurants or wanting to go out and drink when they know that you're trying to lose weight. Sometimes they don't mean bad by this, but it's also letting them know that, look, I'm on this journey now. There's certain things I can't do. For example, when I go out with my friends, I tell them, look, I can only go to this restaurant, or this restaurant because I can calculate my calories better, because it's either on my fitness tracking app, or I can make switches like salads instead of chips, or just in general, the cuisine is a lot healthier. Make sure you're surrounded by people who love you and support you and will do everything to help you get to the success you need, whether that's them going to the gym with you or eating the same foods as you so you can stay on track. And finally, number 5, the last point is weight loss is not going to fix everything. A lot of people have this mindset that as soon as they lose weight, their life is going to get better, they're going to be more happier, everything's going to be perfect, and that's not the case. It's really important to solve those deep-rooted insecurities and problems before you start your weight loss journey. For example, my first weight loss, I was doing it out of revenge and wanting to look good to attract boys, and honestly, that can only last so long. And once I got into a really healthy relationship, I gained my weight back, as you can see, because I wasn't doing it for the right reasons. I need to really have that important why. Why are you doing this? What is the reason? And right now, and this new journey I'm on, is because of my health and nothing else. If you don't fix these problems, you can do it either before or during your journey, but thinking that your life is going to be fixed once you get to the body that you want is completely not going to happen, and you're just going to relapse if you don't fix these underlying insecurities that you have. Be intentional with your weight loss and know that the main factor should be your health above anything else. So those are 5 things no one will tell you about when you're losing weight as an obese person. It's a journey full of a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles, but it will be worth it to be in a body that you're so comfortable with, a body full of health, and being the best version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe. I'm trying to build a community and connect with people who are on a journey like myself to losing weight or being the best version of themselves. So if you are, please comment and I'd love to connect with you. This channel is all about documenting my weight loss journey, my improvements with mental health, consistency and discipline, and ultimately being the best version of myself. So if that's something you're interested in and you're pursuing it yourself, please do subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.